Hello, everybody. Let's get back into this. We left off right at a nice little cutscene of, I'm assuming, the dragon that we're going to fight in the very beginning in the game. And we had a good view of the army. So let's continue down. Bunch of screaming. No, we have allies here. All right. Okay, dual weapon sweep. Dirty fight into stun. Okay. Let's switch to our mage. And what does Earthquake do? Causes violent quakes that knock everyone to the target area to the ground. Alright, let's do Earthquake. And I'm going to cast even on ourselves. Okay, everybody passed that. Where's Rick? Rick's knocked down. Okay, that didn't work. What about Glyph of Paralyzation? We'll cast that. Try to freeze that whole group over there. Switch back to Rick. We're gonna below the belt attack. Okay, help win. And I think we're good here.
Let them believe they hold us here. When the throne is settled, we'll beat them to their vile birthing grounds.
Okay, let's talk to Cardin.
Trustvala, Grey Warden. I've never seen one of your kind in the deep roads.
How'd you know I was a Grey Warden?
I recognize a fighter of Darkspawn. It marks you. It's why we in the Legion of the Dead abandon our lives so we can face them without fear. It's a sacrifice I understand Grey Wardens are familiar with. What do you want here, Warden?
I'm looking for allies.
Darkspawn squat in our tunnels between blights. Why would you pull us away from our defense? Give me a good dwarven reason.
I need to find the Paragon.
Who put this dull idea in your head? We got other things to worry about in Orzammar. Ah, now I see. The Deep Lords in the Assembly can't make up their minds, so the Pretenders need added influence. I get that right?
That's about it.
Warden, you've got your work cut out for you. Paragon Branca is dead, everyone with sense knows it. Past our line, the Darkspawn kill everything.
Why hold back? Then move your line.
I'd gladly lead an assault through the dead trenches, but without an ass in the throne, we have no orders. I won't take fool's gold from a pretender. You want to go digging blind? You go right ahead.
Tell me more about the Legion of the Dead.
Wondering what your life would be like if you'd stayed in Orzammar? Few others of our kind would have you. We accept anyone, and are revered in advance as heroes who have and will die in glorious battle. Even murderers.
I'm not a
The Legion
murderer.
knows those words well. It's a song of the recruit hoping for a way back to caste or honor. They get their head out of the smoke and accept their fate. Or the stone takes them.
Ever heard of the Anvil of the Void?
I've heard of respect. Never seen it. And if it exists, it wasn't meant for me. But if you're looking for paragons, you may as well look for the Anvil. And Endless Lyrium.
We should have more concern about the coming blight.
Why? The other kingdoms only care when the Darkspawn march in the light. But they are always here. Always pushing. You lived here, you know. Blights take so long because we keep Darkspawn in check. A surge on the surface would reduce the pressure on us. When the time comes, I'll care for a good dwarf.
Hey, Smiles.
Sod the rest.
Alright,
Let us
I'm
know if
leaving.
you find any paragons. You're as likely to find a dozen as one.
Alright, what are we looking at here? Got a statue. It gives a codex. Okay, let's have Win cast Triglyph of Paralyzation about right here.
Direct me.
It got one. Alistair, don't get too far ahead. I just got the notification you were playing too, Smiles. I'm doing the good today, Bio. How are you doing? Let's do repost. Okay, can we... What other attacks does she have? Let's look at her spells. Most of her stuff is healing oriented. She does have petrification. It's a single target. Alright, I'll have to keep that in mind. But what can I'm trying to think of what to take off. Everything else is pretty good. I wish I could add another row of spell slots. It's the alpha. We can do... Let's try her paralyzing. Get rid of herbalism off her bar. And then I want to see how well that actually works. Oh, it did work really well. Just wonder how well it's going to work on bosses. Stun the ogre. Hit him with another stun. I like the cinematics if it didn't happen in the middle of combat. Like, I feel like that should be like the killing blow of the group. Let's loot some things. And then we're going to look to the right, or left first. Okay, so that's just a tunnel, loops back to the right. Hear some creepy noises coming out of it. Oh, he came up.
Well, Grey Warden, I'll give you credit for backbone. You've dug a line through the spawn. Still no sense in your head, but you've got skill. Good luck, Grey Warden.
He could have helped. Right side seems more... Is this a dead end? Dark spawn short bow. Lowers dex. I really wouldn't use that. There's got to be a mod for quick loot, because if not, somebody's missing out. All right, autosave. Alright, looks like they're baiting us back. Alistair, you're gonna die. Okay, we got to heal. Rick, I need you to stun. Okay, Rick's gonna go take care of the caster. We didn't need the fireball. Definitely got enemies up ahead. This is a dead end. Let's check this other area over here. Looks like there's more enemies. Oh, it's a room?
They won't hear a thing.
If I must.
I feel like this is getting to be like a normal D&D campaign where I'm kind of getting higher leveled. I'm not dying as often. Having a cleric really helps. Sarcophagus? What do we got in here? Boot of the Legion. Tier 7. It's a lot more armor than what I'm wearing. But I don't like the fatigue.
Delighted.
Fancy vase? Guess it's just an item to sell. It just says it looks expensive. Alright, let's go face this horde of enemies. Take out the spiders. They're the biggest threat. How many fire arrows do I have? Do I have enough to actually make it worth switching out? 55 arrows. That'll go quick. Maybe if I feel like I'm getting closer to a boss area, I'll have Liliana switch to fire arrows.
All right. I would watch out.
Traps disarmed. Never heard of that. Can't say that I have.
If I must. Defend yourself. We must have victory.
And so I shall.
Man, Alistair just runs off on his own.
Let's be silent now.
How did they see me? All right, let's do a group heal. Not a big fan of the corrupt spiders.
Sensing more darkspawn.
I didn't feel like dealing with all of that.
And so I shall.
Some people are crazy. Master Warden. All right. I think this is a good enough room to equip fire arrows for Liliana. It's a big open area. And something tells me I'm about to get swarmed with an autosave. So let's go straight ahead, clear this room. I think we can also clear the one. That's a door somewhere. Smiles, have you beat your campaign yet? You haven't? Let's take on the alpha. Alright, she's got to do a group heal. Alistair's about to die. He died. Didn't get it in time. Oh, that's because he was fighting someone stronger. Let's do ward of paralyzation on the big guy. Did she not cast it? Or did he missed?
As you say. Where now?
Oh, he's strong. Keep close. Stun him. Can you Oh, you can't yet. Cast regenerate on Rick. Dual weapon strike. Below the belt. Okay, what about Liliana? Can she stun him? Dirty fighting only works from a distance. She's already doing suppression, cripple shot. I can stun him again. Don't give him any space to breathe. Forge Master's Hammer. That's actually a really good bow.
Of course.
Let's change some gear up. That was called the Spear Thrower's Bow. Much better bow. I don't know how much the armor class rating versus a +3 in defense. I don't know how that weighs. Is it better to have plus or 1.75 armor or 1 armor but a +3 defense? You said you don't know either? She burnt through all of those arrows? Good God. They're about only good use for one fight. Alright, Alistair needs a injury kit.
As you desire.
So I guess this whole section over here was just the fight that Forge Master. I'm gonna call him a mini boss.
All right.
What are we looking at? Possibly ambush on the bridge.
Time for more darkspawn, I see. Of course.
Dude, Shriekers are rough. Okay. Heal.
I'm here.
This is a party wipe. Maybe not. Ooh, that was
Have to be more careful.
the closest party wipe I've almost had. It's the first time Rick went down in a while. Plenty of health potions. I mean, realistically, I could probably survive a decent fight if I needed to, just on health potions alone. Rick's probably a level up after the next fight. Autosave.
Must have victory.
Oh, there's Rick's level up.
Try to be more cool.
I mean, luckily Alistair's damn near a tank at this point. Okay.
Battle it is.
What are we looking at up here?
Of course.
Looks like some kind of creepy altar.
So, tell me, how did you become a Grey Warden? Ah, you are keeping this tale to yourself, I see. Fair enough. Forgive me for prying.
Suppose I
I'm
could tell
interested
you.
to hear. I have learned a little of the strict caste system of the dwarves, and I apologize for saying this, but it seems terribly backward.
It is
Regardless
backwards.
of what happened in your past, I am glad you found a place with the Wardens, as I'm sure you are too.
It's nice to be seen as something other than a brand.
Sometimes it gives me comfort to think that everything will end up the way it's supposed to. That it will be all right. You were chosen. You survived the joining when others did not. Perhaps it was meant to be.
As you desire.
Okay. Let's check out these little alcoves. Doesn't see anything to be lootable.
Delighted.
Something over here. Armor of the Legion. Dragon Bone. That sounds like it's the best armor in the game. Right, let's level up, Rick. We need to raise our dexterity if we want dual weapon mastery. We did not do anything in archery. That's fine. More dex would give us evasion. The rogue gains almost a pre-natural ability to sense and avoid danger. This talent grants a 1 in 5 chance to evade physical attacks. That sounds worth it. Or do I want dual weapon mastery? They're able to wield full-size weapons in both hands. Stamina costs for all dual weapon talents are reduced. Alright. Do I want to not get hit or be able to do more fancy attacks? That's a tough decision. I'm gonna say we take evasion. It's a passive skill. Not getting hit will help me if I get swarmed. Also,
Here they come
1 and 5 is
catch
pretty good.
everyone.
As you desire.
Man, I have filled up my
Second
inventory
day,
space.
They beat us and eat some from meat.
Who is talking?
Fifth day they return and it's another girl's turn.
Just the,
Sixth day her screams we hear in our dreams.
this is getting creepy.
Seventh day she grew as in her mouth they spew.
Of course.
Ooh, who's casting Fireball? Group heal. Okay. Let's shut up the caster. I do like the fact that Liliana pretty much sticks with Win. So that if somebody comes up, she kind of takes over and becomes a buffer between the healer and the enemy. I don't think that's in her talents. It's not. But if she is being targeted by melee attacks, she does cast some of her bard abilities. Which kind of slows everybody down. I'm up to 80 gold. Alright, do we get to hear more disembodied voices?
Eighth day we hated as she is violated.
I don't know if I want to keep going.
Ninth day she grins and devours her kin. Now she does feast as she feast. First day they come and catch everyone. Second day.
Is she eating them?
What is this? Someone new. Impossible. Feeding time brings only kin and clan. I am cruel to myself. You are a dream of strangers' faces and open doors.
Examine her closely. She appears to be suffering from a high fever. Her skin is pale and she's covered in dark blotches.
First day they come and catch everyone.
This is Darkspawn corruption, but it looks different.
Corruption. The men did that. Their wounds festered and their minds left. They are like dogs, marched ahead, the first to die. Not us, not me, not Laren. We are not cut. We are fed. Friends, and flesh, and blood, and bile, and all I could do was wish Laren went first. I wished it upon her so that I would be spared, but I had to watch. I had to see the change. How do you endure that? How did Branka endure?
Were you from Bronca's house?
Do not talk of Branka, of what she did. Ancestors preserve us. Forgive me. I was her captain, and I didn't stop her. Her lover, and I could not turn her. Forgive her. But no, she cannot be forgiven. Not for what she did. Not for what she has become.
What did she do?
I will not speak of her, of what she did, of what we have become. I will not turn. I will not become what I have seen. Not Laren, not Branka.
She runs? I don't want to follow. Can we leave? I have a plan. Let's leave.
I shall.
She became obsessed. That is the word, but it is not strong enough. Blessed stone.
Time for more Darkspawn, I see.
Ogres? Stun. Resisted. Demon Ichor. Demonic Poison. I haven't used any poisons. Alright, let's clear the rest of this room before we take that doorway. We're going to save.
We tried to escape, but they found us.
Okay, it wants me to go there. So let's go this other doorway. Ominous door.
Desire.
I don't like the sound of the name of the door. Liliana will probably level up in this area.
How long do you think it's been since anyone has walked in these halls?
Are we going to get swarmed by ghosts? What is this called? Legionnaire Shrine. Helm of the Legion, Legionnaire Key. There's a whole armor set to this thing. Now I bet we're going to get that attacked on the way out because we took the stuff.
They're all so eager to die.
Called it.
If I must. We must have.
Alistair's doing okay.
Watch out!
I mean, he's got almost 250 HP. No wonder he does okay.
The men they kill, they're merciful. The women, they want to touch, to mold, to change until you are filled with them.
Alright, we're gonna save outside the creepy door.
All right.
They took Laren. They made her eat the others, our friends. She tore off her husband's face and drank his blood.
What?
And while she ate, she grew.
Dead cast insignia?
Swelled and turned gray, and she smelled like them. They remade.
What journal entry was that for? Is it a dead cast?
Her in their image. And she
Okay, what the hell are we gonna
Brood
fight?
Mother.
Brood Mother? Is this a giant spider? Oh, gross. That's worse. What the... What the fuck? Let's take out the tentacles.
Shame about the face.
Let's make this quick.
Okay. Group heal. Rick. And we stun the Brood Mother.
Here comes trouble.
Okay, take a potion. Let's just... Boobs everywhere in this. Okay. Do another group heal.
Let's make this quick. You forced our hands. This is annoying. I never liked this part.
And so I shall.
What's your
Now this is a boss fight.
Here comes trouble.
Gross. Cut off the head.
That's where they come from. That's why they hate us. That's why they need us. That's why they take us. That's why they feed us. But the true abomination is not that it occurred, but that it was allowed. Branka, my love. The stone has punished me, dream friend. I am dying of something worse than death. Betrayal.
Okay, well then where's Bronca? If this was... Rock Knocker? Ring of Selection. Plus 10% the natural damage. Hmm. That's the Anvil of the Void. Just a dead end. About the other side. Also a dead end. Alright, we're going to the Anvil of the Void. Whatever that is. Something tells me it's an anvil.
We must be getting close. Can this Branka have existed down here for so long and remained approachable?
Okay, it makes me... Oh, we have to pick the warrior. Alright, I guess we're gonna leave Alistair out of this one.
Indeed. Indeed.
Yes.
What was that?
Let me be blunt with you. After all this time, my tolerance for social graces is fairly limited. That doesn't bother you, I hope.
Well, shave my back and call me an elf. Branka, by the stone! I barely recognized you.
Oghren. It figures you'd eventually find your way here. Hopefully you can find your way back more easily. And how shall I address you? Hired sword of the latest lordling to come looking for me? Or just the only one who didn't mind Oghren's ale breath?
Be respectful, woman. You're talking to a Grey Warden.
Ah, so an important errand boy, then. I suppose something serious has happened. Is Endrin dead? That seems most likely. He was on the old and wheezy side.
We need a new king to help defend against the Blight.
King won't defeat a Blight. We've had 40 generations of kings and lost everything. I don't care if the Assembly puts a drunken monkey on the throne. Because our protector, our great invention, the thing that once made our armies the envy of the world, is lost to the very dark spawn it should be fighting. The Anvil of the Void. The means by which the ancients forged their army of golems and held off the first archdemon ever to rise. It's here. So close I can taste it.
Do we get an army of golems?
And you assume, after all my efforts, you'll be able to waltz in and seize the anvil without a hitch? How typically arrogant. The anvil lies on the other side of a gauntlet of traps designed by Caradon himself. My people and I have given body and soul to unlocking its secrets. This is what's important. This has lasting meaning. If I succeed, the Dwarven people benefit. Kings, politics, All that is transitory. I've given up everything and would sacrifice anything to get the Anvil of the Void.
Does that include Hespit and the others of your
Enough
house?
questions. If you wish me to get involved with this imbecilic election, I must first have the Anvil. There's only one way out, Warden. Forward. Through Caridin's maze, and out to where the Anvil waits.
What has this place done to you? I remember marrying a girl you could talk to for 1 minute and see her brilliance.
I am your paragon.
It's his wife? I'm not a big fan of this dwarf guy. Berserker, Finer Blow. All the Blurker stamina goes into a single swing. If the blow connects, the attack inflicts extra damage proportion to the amount of stamina lost. That actually sounds pretty good. Alright, so we gotta go through a maze of, he said, traps. I'm not sure if I'm taking traps like literally traps or ambushes, monsters. All the fun stuff.
I needed people to test Caridin's traps. There's no way to break through except by trial and error. I sent them in. They were all mine, pledged to be my house, and they didn't want to help. They tried to leave me, even my Hespit. But even she couldn't understand that when you reach for greatness, there are
I'm not a big fan of this woman.
as many sacrifices as are needed.
I lost the spell. Of
I'm assuming you gotta have the dwarf because he's the woman's husband. The rest should be pretty easy. We took out the main guy.
You're gonna get yours.
Right away.
She was pledged to me. She swore she'd do whatever it took to find the Anvil. There was no other choice. Most of them were dying of the taint already.
And so I shall. Ah, there went the spell. I lost the spell.
What is the lyrium veins for? Keep the ogre stunned so that the dwarf don't die. Oh, Jesus. That dwarf does not have as much... He almost has enough health, as much health as Alistair, but he's just getting his shit rocked. Okay. Liliana's got to level up. Let's put hers into... I think she's fine with dexterity. Could probably give her... Constitution? Melee Archer is passive. So that way they get too close, it's not a big deal. My inventory is almost full. I'm about to start being picky about what I pick up. Is this poison? Oh, group heal. Okay. He's also gonna have to take a potion on top of that. Okay, back to Rick. We're going to do a flurry. Just watching group heal. Okay, we're still taking damage from the poison. Okay, autosave.
See there? That's a trap. And so I shall. I would watch out, were I you.
Ooh, dang. Hey, Carly. Welcome in. How you doing? Okay, Rick is getting rocked. Good, just got done with a bunch of shopping. Just normal everyday shopping or extra shopping? Because I like extra shopping.
Delighted.
I'm getting your fiance new clothes for a new job. Oh, that's awesome. That was always the worst when I transitioned from working in retail. I mean, I was retail management, but retail to banking world. Had to completely change my whole wardrobe, and that was just like thousands of dollars up front because I needed suits, I needed shoes, I needed so much stuff. It was crazy.
I shall do so.
Going from construction to banking, so it was a haul. Awesome. Just like retail banking or any kind of particular banking. Banking's what I do. It's my world. Oh, it's your world too? Think it's customer facing? Yeah, I started off as a I guess you would call him a teller supervisor, and then I became a private banker, and then a branch manager, and then I transitioned to corporate private banking.
I'll try to be merciful.
I don't really handle customer interactions though. I kind of just get them things they want and make sure they have money in their accounts. You was a teller, then a new account specialist for a trainer. So you get the back office and the public. Yeah, I enjoy banking. It's a good profession. It can be kind of crazy for the customer facing, because that's one thing people don't like people messing with is their money. So if there's ever a mistake, and even if it's not a real mistake, but they perceive it as a mistake, it's like you killed their child. You have so many good relationships with customers. Yeah, I had some of my favorite customers and everything like that. I also had some of my worst customers. What the hell is this? Are we fighting a statue? Your favorite place to go is the lower income areas. They have the best customers. Yes and no. They're usually a lot more grateful. The last branch I worked at was a lot of farmers, but they were like old money farmers, so they were by far not low income, and they made some of the best customers. They would bring us desserts and cookies and all sorts of things.
All right, battle it is then. Let's make this quick.
The snacks are the best part of the jobs. Yeah, we had this bakery that was on one of my private customers, and they made cupcakes that were like this big, and they would bring them to me about every other week. It's the reason I got fat. Not really. I didn't have to eat the cupcakes. Hi, Dorothy. Dorothy, you missed the creepiest boss fight. You always say you gain about automatic 10 pounds when you go into banking. Meh. Maybe. Oh, you wrote on Discord? Yeah, Discord mutes for me when I go live. I didn't get it. Yeah, it was a human tentacle monster that had like 8 boobs. It was kind of gross. Said, ooh, Twitch get... Yep. For some reason, I've had a lot of people say they don't get my notifications, and I don't mind posting in Discord, but there's people that are in the Discord that are like some of my real life friends, and they're like, dude, we don't care that you're going live. Stop posting. And I'm like, I can't help it. But they're good friends. They're just messing with me. They don't really care. What am I supposed to be doing? You can't see... Are you watching on mobile? Or are you watching on a TV? Mobile and computer? That's weird. Do I need to kill all the spirits or just hit the spirit anvil? You're just gonna accept your fate? What is going on? Alright. She's out of mana. Let's have her take one of the mana potions. And that way she can cast Fruit Peel. Somebody just died. Oh, she can revive. What is she doing? Revive. Get her back up.
Yes.
I forgot I have a cleric. Oh, there's multiple anvils? I've just been hitting the same anvil. Oh, we're down to 1. All right. So we're getting somewhere. Can y'all help, please? Rick's over here like backpacking. Alright, so I guess we're trying to do the anvil that's near the bleeding face. Okay, we're done. What's with the creepy ass laugh? Okay. Guess that was just part of the maze. We were searching for an anvil. There was 4 of them. Why can't one of those be there? All right, somebody went down. It was... Oh, she's fine. She doesn't need a med kit if she's revived. I hope all these stone golems don't activate. These things hit like trucks.
My name is Caradon. Once, longer ago than I care to think, I was a paragon to the dwarves of Orzammar. If you seek the anvil, then you must care about my story, or be doomed to relive it.
Caradon is in Caradon of Caradon's Cross?
So I made many things in my time. I rose to fame and earned my status, based on a single item. The Anvil of the Void. It allowed me to forge a man of steel or stone, as flexible and clever as any soldier. As an army, they were invincible, but I told no one the cost.
There was a cost?
No mere smith, however skilled, has the power to create life. To make my golems live, I had to take their lives from elsewhere.
So sacrifices?
The Darkspawn were pressing in. Originally, I only took volunteers, the bravest of souls, willing to trade their very lives for the chance to defend their homeland.
But after a while, they stopped
But
taking
King
volunteers.
Baldur became greedy. He began to force men, casteless and criminals, his political enemies. All of them were to be given to the anvil. It took feeling the hammer's blow myself to realize the height of my crimes.
What now?
Not revenge. The blow of the hammer opened my eyes. My apprentices knew enough to make me as I am, but not enough to fashion a control rod. I retained my mind. We have remained entombed here ever since, and I have sought a way to destroy the anvil. Alas, I cannot do it myself. No god
Guys,
No! The anvil is mine! No one will take it from me!
You, please, help me destroy the anvil. Do not let it enslave more souls than it already has.
oh, if you were a Paragon, I'd help you if you support a new king. I need to bargain with Bronca. I won't make golems. Why should I let your guilt inconvenience me? I'm gonna go with number 1. I don't feel like we should keep the anvil. I wouldn't keep it. If you had to sacrifice people, even though it made them stronger, and it would probably help me in the long run, morally, I don't think I could do it.
Don't listen! He's been trapped here for 1,000 years, stewing in his own madness. Help me claim the anvil, and you will have an army like you've never seen!
Bronca, you mad, bleeding nugtail. Does this thing mean
Also,
so much to you
I don't
that
wanna
you can't
fight a
even see
golem.
what you've lost to get it?
Look around. Is this what our empire should look like? A crumbling tunnel filled with dark spawn spume? The anvil will let us take back our glory!
The anvil enslaves living souls that must be destroyed.
Thank you, stranger. Your compassion shames me.
No! You will not take it! Not while I still live!
Bronca, don't throw your life away for this.
Can't you see she's dangerous?
Just give her the blasted thing. She's confused. Maybe once she calms down, we can talk to her.
That's not a risk I'm willing to take.
You're not the only master smith here, Caradin. Golems, obey me! Attack!
A control rod? But, my friend, you must help me. I cannot stop her alone.
Okay, is he gonna help us fight? Okay, so we got some golems on our side. We're gonna start with a glyph of paralyzation, or do we want to do a single target paralyzed spell? She resisted. Say, what about earthquake? Ooh, wind's about to go down. Let's potion up. And she died. We lost our healer. Okay, let's stun him. Cripple. Stun her again. Oh, she can stun me. Okay, Wynn's still alive. Okay, lyrium potions don't help me. Anything that can help me regain my stamina? You want a potion for that? I think I'll be fine. I got enough health potions. I can... Oh no! The real one's here. Okay, the real one was not there. Okay. We're out of those health potions. Let's put graders down on our bar.
You forced our hand. You don't know what I'm capable of. You should run while you can.
I think we should be fine. Okay. Liliana just got shit on by a rock.
Yes.
Oh, we cut her head off. Okay. Our inventory is full. What can we drop?
Another foe falling. Still here. Can't keep me down.
I don't think I would have went down if it was, if we actually had our
Another life lost
normal
because
party.
of my invention. I wish no mention of it had made it into history.
Yeah, you ain't kidding. Stupid woman. Always knew the anvil would kill her.
But at least it ends here. I thank you for standing
Thank you,
with me,
Dorothy.
stranger. The anvil waits there for you to shatter it.
It was good to meet you, Paragon. I intend to ensure that your warnings about the golems are heard by the Circle of Magi.
Is there any boon I can grant you for your aid? A final favor before I am freed from my burden?
It is deleted. I need the Paragon's support to settle an
For the
election.
aid you've given me, I shall put hammer to steel one last time, and give you a crown for the king of your choice.
I think we got a couple quests to turn in. Also, if you ban them, it just deletes it as well. I've got more banned users than my follower account, which is crazy.
There, it is done. Give it to whom you will. I do not wish to hear their names, nor anything more of them. I have already lived far beyond my time. I have no place here.
Okie dokie, I will destroy the anvil as agreed. Not interested in cheap views. Not in the slightest. If I wanted to pay for more views, I would just give a bunch of subs in my own channel.
You have my eternal thanks, stranger.
Is he gonna kill himself in the lava?
Trust in Al Tunsha. May you always find your way in the dark.
Dive. Do people do that? I have. You know, one, it's a cheap way for me to gift out subs because I get some of that money back. So it's one of those
Here I am.
weigh my options kind of things. You didn't think you would see someone off yourself? Well, granted, he sacrificed a bunch of innocent people so they would become golems. And he was a couple thousand years old and was ready to go. Alright, let's get the hell out of here.
Well, that pretty much beat the sod out of how I imagined it. You ready to head back yet and share the news?
Sure will.
Yeah, those Deshers have been trying to destroy the city for years. Haven't managed yet.
He sounds like some of my neighbors.
Lords of the Assembly, I call for order. This argument gets us nowhere.
Then why these delaying tactics? I call for a vote right now. My father has one living child to assume the Idukan throne. Who would deny him that?
Your father made me swear on his deathbed you would not succeed him.
I apologize for the interruption, Lord Steward, but the Grey Warden has returned.
Well, Warden, what news do you bring?
He didn't want me to mention the anvil. So I bear a crown from Paragon Caridin for his chosen king.
Caridin was trapped in the
Caridin.
body of a golem. This warden granted him the mercy he sought, releasing him and destroying the Anvil of the Void. Before he died, Caridin forged a crown for Orzamar's next king, chosen by the ancestors themselves.
I would like to believe Ogren's word, but it's well known the Grey Warden is Balin's hireling.
Silence! This crown is of Paragon make, and bears House Hortan's ancient seal. Tell us, Warden, whom did Caridin choose?
He wished me to give it to whoever I choose.
Why would a Paragon trust someone who knows nothing of us with such a decision? This is preposterous.
We've argued in these chambers for too long. The will of the Paragon is that the Grey Warden decide.
We're gonna grant the crown to Balin.
At last, this farce has ended, and I can take my rightful place on my father's throne.
Because he wants to get rid of the caste system. All of the dwarfs look the same. They're like twins.
Let the memories find you worthy. First amidst the lords of the houses, the King of Orzammar.
That's an ugly ass crown.
Do you acknowledge me as king?
I cannot defy a Paragon. The throne is yours, King Balin.
Then as my first act as king, I call for this man's execution. Guards! Seize him!
What? Haramount was honorable rival. Let him retire in
You
peace.
know better than anyone the war facing us, Warden. Orzammar cannot afford to be divided. Anyone undermining my reign is serving only the Darkspawn. I will return to my palace to gather my generals and prepare our forces for the surface. I will see you there, Warden. You have my gratitude for all you have done for me.
Did I choose the wrong person?
Now I can embrace you as a brother. Without your aid, I would not have taken this throne so smoothly or so soon.
Go with, you'll be a stronger king than Haramount.
His name need not pass your lips again. My generals are already preparing for a mission to the surface. When you have need of us, you shall have every able-bodied dwarf in Orzammar. Since you did more than I expected, I offer a personal reward as well. This was a mall favored by my brother Trian. Take it with you, as a reminder of your ties to Orzammar. Now, I have much to do. If there is nothing else...
I want my face on one of those big statues.
I'll see what I can do. Now, I must address my other petitioners. Come back and visit sometime.
Alright, who leveled up? Win? Just dump all that into magic. And then we're going to do... What do we want to do? What do we want to upgrade? We could probably go through the mage, but we're a spirit healer, not a mage. Let's go with heroic defense. Caster shields allies with magic, granting bonus to defense, cold resistance, electric resistance, fire, nature, and spirit, although as a penalty to fatigue. Meaning that ally's talents or spells will cost more to activate. That's not good. But it gets us to haste. And I think haste is the play. Okay. We need to find our way to a shop. We need to turn in these quests.
You are stone carved, Warden. I've never seen the like. If I'd heard it secondhand, I'd have called it a sodding lie. Warden, we've got a king because of you. The rest impressive, but
This is the Legion of the Dead?
Most for restored leadership. It frees us to fight to the Darkspawn properly.
Can I count on you to fight the Blight at my side?
You'll have us. It's time the surfacers saw the good the stone can unleash.
We're
Back
building
to
an
Orzammar when
army.
we win, though. I'll not stay topside to lose my stone sense.
Alright, let's go drop off these quests. Oh, good God. I tried to spare this man's life, and this is how they treat me? Okay, that's the assembly. We have a quest to turn in over here.
I started to worry. I didn't know if you were ever coming back. Did you find any records? Any sign of the old Orton Tig?
Yeah, I gotta have the records right here.
You found them? Let me see. That's my great-grandmother's name. And her husband. Oh, great ancestors, it's them! It's me! I am an Orton. Oh, thank you. I have to take these to the assembly right away. Find me there. Once these are acknowledged, I'll give you any reward.
Any reward? Would you change the color of your lips? Because they're awfully pale. And it's freaking me out a bit. Sorry, that wasn't nice.
So I shall.
Okay, she went to the assembly.
My name's Orta. After the old Orton house, they gave our seat back. And the records show which houses still owe House Orton money. One day, I will be able to properly thank you for all you've done for me.
Just continue to support the king.
I will. And I don't know what treasure is left, but whatever I get, you can have as much as you want. I'll have to find someone willing to look. Maybe a whole expedition. If the Tig is still there, it must have something. House Orton will not forget this kindness. Didn't that sound official?
Okay, it's one quest down. Let's look at the other ones. Where are we going? Unlikely Scholar. We gotta go to the Circle of Mages. There's a thief in the slums. There's a... in the Royal Palace, give you a recipe for an antidote. Okay, we gotta go back to the Shaper guy. But it didn't look like he had a quest marker over his head.
Most impressive, Warden. King Balin's ascent to his father's throne has been recorded in the memories. Is there something more I can help you with? Ask, and I shall do my best to answer. Your...
What is... where does this quest go? Strange. The Dead Cast. If proven, the lineage of the Dead Cast house symbol could lead the Legion of the Dead, being considered a form of noble house on its own right. It must be entered into the memories and the shape rate if validate. If the validity of the claim is to be tested, I'm at the shape rate.
Is there something more I can help you with? Ask, and I shall do my best to answer. According to Arlette, his children, the twins Koapar and Noct, both founded trading houses. But Noct was wounded in battle. Your presence...
It doesn't tell me anything. Go talk to the scribe.
Are Are you looking for records of the Grey Wardens?
Maybe talk to the assistant.
Someone stole from the Shaperate. The memories have never seen such a thing. Yes,
Yeah,
that's the attitude of many. There's no respect anymore. No responsibility.
Okay. Maybe it's not here? Can we make the herbalism potion? Let's go to skills. What do we need for the cure? We need a flask and concentrator agent. What the hell is concentrator agent? Can I buy that somewhere? There is no shop here. Let's peek back into the assembly, make sure we don't have a quest to turn in here. We can just do that on the map. We're good.
They're opening rooms for us on the old Orton estate.
Let's check the palace. Nothing here.
Of course.
News of the hour. Lord Balin victorious. Lord Harrowmont arrested and ridiculed in the streets.
Maybe we can check his estate. Nothing here either.
Of course.
Maybe it's something in the Hall of Memories. That is a place too. Okay, let's sell our crap.
Have you seen my lunch? It's a piece of lichen bread with a spread of old cheese and shredded dried meat. I'm only asking because you never know who's going to get hungry. Right. Best in the trade, you know. I worked the Orm myself.
It's a little crazy. Alright, let's sell... Oh, I forgot about this axe. Let's keep it. That's a pretty good maul. We're still going to get rid of it. We have our preferred party members already. Effort. What is that? Oh, massive armor. I guess the dwarf could probably wear that. you have any... We'll buy those. Don't need the Asket Flask. Don't need any of this. Don't really need the ruins. Get rid of all the stones. Worst shopping trip ever. Alright, let's save so we don't have to do that again if we crash. We have... a couple quests farther down. Let's go dump these off, and then I guess we're gonna bounce around, do some quests, and then go to Redcliffe. I think that's the last area we need to go to get our army.
You've returned. With all the excitement over the new king, I never expected you to remember my poor son. Did you learn anything about my Ruck?
Do we lie to her? Her son had gone crazy.
I guess it was foolish to think there'd be any sign of him after all this time. Thank you for looking.
Couldn't bear myself to do it. Let's check in Dusttown one last time before we leave. Just to see if this quest thing is popping up. And so we can change our party, maybe? Yeah, it's not showing up. I'm not worried about it. I might have killed him already. But that should end the quest if it's done right. Do you have Concentrator Agent?
The rightful king is on the throne. In honor of our good King Balin, 2 silvers off anything you buy.
2 silvers off anything I buy.
Your gold, you're good for that.
Alright, we're out of here.
All right. Care to partake of Ogren's fine home brew? It's the drink of the gods. Give me a moment.
Is everything alright?
Of course everything's all right. Just give me one sodding moment. By the stone. I feel like I'm about to fall off the world with all that sky up there.
I remember that feeling. It'll pass.
Too bad. It's kinda like being drunk, but so much cheaper. Well, let's get moving. We're losing, daylight.
That's funny. He's never seen daylight before. Okay, how do we get out of here? To go down the trail? Because fast traveling would be too easy. Alright, we'll probably get a cutscene here in a second. Let's do a party camp. Smiles, are you still here? Alright guys, I'll be right back. Oh, you are now? How do you give gifts? If you want to let me know, I'll be right back. All right, so you said go to the inventory page. And then other. How do you know which gift to give them?
At your word, Warden.
Some of them is obvious. Do you need anything? Oh, they need deep mushroom and elf root. What about you?
The Circle of Magi stands ready to assist, Grey. There are always areas to improve on, Grey Warden. The most useful for my talents are runes.
Orzammar has sent her best, Warden. It has been a long time since the Dwarven army has marched on the surface.
Usually say before you give the gifts.
Outfitting any army on short notice, there's always room for more gear. Gems would serve the most utility. The middle stone, sapphires, and the like. We're dealing with many smaller foundries, and larger values might overwhelm.
See, I just sold all of my gems. I'm going to give all my deep roots and all my elf roots. And then give all unassigned master ruins. Does this help me in the fight if I give them crap?
Generous as always, Warden.
Alright. Let's save. We're gonna find the Dwarven trader that's always here with us somewhere.
If there's anything I can do for you, please tell me. Well, if you're really interested, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to tell you. I'm originally from Orzammar, just as you are, I suspect. You don't have the look of a surface dwarf about you. I was a merchant there, too. Merchant caste. These things are in the blood, you know. You can't just leave them behind. I ran a fairly successful business.
He's a
Rare
British dwarf.
artifacts, you know. Old things, grand things. The nobles loved them. Reminded them of the lost glory days, I suppose.
Why did you leave?
One day, a noble woman came to my store. She looked around for a bit and then started shrieking in dismay. Apparently, she believed that a pair of bracers I had for sale once belonged to her brother. He'd been lost in a cave-in, you see, while on an expedition to clear out the Darkspawn from one of the tunnels running close to the city. They were made specially for him. They're unique, she shrieked. He stole them from my poor brother's corpse. She had me arrested on the spot, of course. Nobles, they're touchy like that. Well, I didn't steal them. You see, I'd been paying these castless thugs to venture out into the deep roads for me. The lost ties. They're full of things that people left behind. Sometimes you can find a treasure. Something worth a little gold.
I see.
The noblewoman, she wasn't too happy with the theft of her brother's bracers. I don't know what they planned for me, and I didn't want to find out. Bribed the guard that was watching me and took off for the surface first opportunity I got. Never looked back.
Smart guy. And now you're here.
You're quite welcome. Now, is there anything the boy or I can get you?
Yep, let me look at your wares.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Okay. Let's buy all the gifts that I've sold him over time. Grandmaster. We also could probably buy all the ruins and just gift them. Golden rope necklace. We gifting them to him? Maybe. I got all this money and nothing to spend it on. Let's buy all the stones. Pure Sugar Daddy Crispy. Pet Rock. I mean, might as well. We have all of these gifts and... Oh, another backpack? Yes, please. Why is a rotten onion a gift? chastity belt. Are all the gifts good to give? Because I don't know if I want to give my dog a protective neck comb. Some of them you have no clue. All right. Let's start gifting. Let's start with the dog. I think his are probably the most obvious. So if we're going to give him a stick, inspire minor dexterity. That was a lot of skills acquired. That was all of his skills acquired. You would quick save between characters. Just in case I screw something up. So I can't give him any more gifts. They're all grayed out. Except for a Grey Warden hand puppet. So he's good. No more for the dog. Can I give Rick a gift? Does that work? You don't think so? Alright, the dwarf. Let's look at his stuff. I would say he would like a beard flask.
By my ancestors.
That made him like me quite a bit more. Maybe a black runestone?
That.
He liked that a little bit. Alright, Morgan. I hadn't talked to her in a long time. I would say a silver demon head ring. She's kind of gothic-y. Let's give her a thoughtful gift.
Interesting.
She liked that. And let's give her the ring.
Fine gift.
She
have
liked
my thanks.
that. I don't know who to give what to. Some of these people I forgot I even had. The priest. The priest is Liliana. Give her a lute.
That's a wonderful thought.
Oh, she really liked that. You can kind of know which is their major gift because it's usually the one highlighted.
A generous gift.
Yeah, she liked that. That's plus 50. Okay, so it gives her more willpower and everything when they're pretty high up, I'm assuming. Like, just the bonus and stats is what the gifts are for. Okay, what would an assassin want? Okay, let's save. We're gonna give him a sapphire. I can't give him that. Okay, so he doesn't have anything I can give him. Well, he does, but...
Oh, how dear of you. Thank you so much.
Okay, the priest, let's give her a holy symbol.
Marvelous.
Alistair,
Is that for me?
he didn't like that
Really?
much.
Wow. Wow.
The joining
I can
chalice.
get used to this, you know.
Uncrushable pigeon? That's gotta be for the dog.
Do you expect me to carry this for you?
He did not like that.
I am impressed. My thanks. Unexpected. Thank you.
That gets most of them liking me. Pretty good.
I am grateful.
Oh, she likes
It's
the
helpful
Alistair
indeed.
doll? Hmm.
I shall treasure it.
Okay, he's up there now. It doesn't look like they go away when you give them.
No, that won't work.
Oh, what are you thinking?
No, bad.
What have you there? A mirror?
Oh, you get
But not
cutscenes
only,
for some of them?
I possessed something very similar long ago. I stole such a mirror from a village, and Flemeth was enraged at my carelessness. She destroyed it, much to my dismay. It is incredible that you found one so like it.
Hey, Nate.
I am uncertain what to say. You must wish something in return, certainly.
Don't. I could flirt with her. It's a simple present for a beautiful woman. No. Let's just... Don't be ridiculous. It's a gift.
You say that as if I should be accustomed to such a thing. I have never received a gift. Not one which did not come at a price.
Yes,
suppose
we're flirting.
Say thank you for the gift. 'Tis most thoughtful. Truly.
But if she's uncomfortable, ceasefire. Does that put her at max liking me? No, she stayed the same. Alright, let's see if we can find a item that she's gonna like.
Why, thank you so much. Why, thank you so much. No, that won't work.
Okay, so this goes to somebody.
You think that's a good idea?
No, that won't work.
Oh, what are you thinking, honestly?
I could get used to this, you know.
Okay.
Most kind. Most kind.
Most of this are just like upping it by one. I think we're good. I think we've given out... no, we have a book.
No, that won't.
That is nice.
She didn't like the...
And you give this to...
Alright, I pissed everybody off. We're done. Bell.
At your word, Warden.
Alright. I guess we're moving on. We're going to go pick up my sword. And we're going to... Smiles, you said you know how to get past the glitch that's in the Soldier's Peak? Alright, picking my crew.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, let's head. We're gonna head to the Circle Tower first. You're gonna send the info. All right. We about to have a cutscene. Cutscene. Or fight. Probably cutscene. Nope, it's a fight.
Enough.
The game's been going well? Yeah, pretty well. I think I'm probably nearing the last quarter of it, if I had to guess. Just based on previous games I've played that kind of flow this way. I definitely felt like the Dwarven area was probably the longest section in it. I think they're doing fine, Nate. Okay. Who do I talk to about?
Welcome back, friend. You'll be glad to learn that the Circle is well on its way to recovery. I wish...
Okay, so we have a quest to bring her request to the Circle of Magi. I did finish the main quest where I had to kill the demons and the crazy old man that was in the tower.
You are not religious, yes? You do not believe?
Oh, I'm past the point where I can't do it. I figured.
Oh, nothing. You are just a very good person, and it shows. And I thought at first you were religious like some of the revered mothers. But no. I thought about it and I realized that you're not.
Because I enjoy teaching others, helping them. I do not seek recognition for my works. I do not seek the approval of my peers, nor the approval of a distant god.
That is admirable, doing good for its own sake. Some I knew were not like that. They bragged about what they did, trying to impress others. Oh, Lady Adele, you fed and clothed 20 orphans. How noble.
Do I need to go all the way up this tower for the circle? All right, Nate. All right, I guess I'll just run to the top of the tower. Because I feel like I did the areas out of order. Two-hour drive. Ooh, that's rough. I have a feeling I'm going to run all the way up here, and it's not going to be up here. Traffic now's horrendous. I bet. I think that's the plus about living where I live is I don't... Sometimes I'll get stuck behind a tractor, but other than that, I don't really have traffic. Is it? It's not here. Did I go the wrong way? I think this area was probably my least favorite in the game. And all that running for nothing. The auto run feature's nice. Yes, Miles, I think once you leave Soldier's Peak, you can't go back inside of it. And I think that's a bug. So then you're stuck with these quests that you can't actually complete, but you can't get them out of your journal. Yeah, you can go in the outside space. That's where I'm going to go there next because I'm going to grab Duncan's sword. And then compare weapons because I'm either going to use it or the axe that I picked up.
Delighted.
I'm using the auto run feature to run through. Really? Because it thinks I can go through that door. Got it. Makes sense. Keep thinking today's Friday for some reason. This week's went by too quick.
wish I could have gone with them.
Maybe we'll just talk to a couple people here first before we leave. Because this is where the Circle of Magi are. This is where I was supposed to take the girl's request to become a mage. Who looks important?
I dread to think of what might have become of us if you hadn't come along.
None of those look important.
You know, of all the mages I've met, you have to be the first one I can honestly say I've really liked.
Why, thank you, Alistair.
First enchanter.
Welcome back, friend. You'll be glad to learn that the circle
Oh, here it is.
well on its way to recovery.
Dagna of Ozamar wants to study magic.
Indeed. You have piqued my curiosity. It is common knowledge that dwarves lack the aptitude for spellcraft. She will never be able to weave the simplest magic, no matter how hard she tries.
She's aware of this, but her interest has not waned.
Fascinating. I suppose the circle should be flattered.
She's willing to give up casting clan for this.
I see. If she is willing to sacrifice so much for this, then we should feel honored. Tell Dagna of Orzammar that this path will not be easy. But if she chooses it, then she is welcome here at the Circle. She will live and study with the Tranquil, and perhaps the apprentices, when it is appropriate.
Thank you.
If
I don't want to go all the way back to
Circle
Ozamar,
was
though.
in better shape, I fear she may be disappointed when she arrives.
Perhaps, but it'll be her choice to make.
This will be interesting. She could tell us much about our dwarven neighbors. Yes, the more I think about it, the more I like the idea. I shall take this as an indication that perhaps things are starting to look up for the Circle. Thank you.
Forgive me. I gotta go. Peace out.
No, you will always be welcome here.
Okay. Let's look at our journal. We have so many. Quests to do. Friends of Red Jenny, that's going to be in Denarium. I couldn't find this thing. The Mages Collective is just a bunch of most of these I've done. I just got to go pick up my reward. I don't have enough to do the little deer thing. The Blight wants me to go to Redcliffe. Last Will and Testament is in Redcliffe. And I can't do... I can't do the Secret Stash. Travel to Schulcher's Pass. Let me know where that's at. I don't even see that anywhere. Alright. Let's go grab our Duncan sword from Soldier's Peak. And then we're going to go to Redcliffe. Hmm. See, I think Alistair could wear the Juggernaut armor. But is it better? Oh, so we can't use the bloodline. We need more strength. That's fine. We can use Duncan's sword, which is much better than what we have on. I'm still wearing a basic belt.
What can I do for you, Warden? Certainly.
He's got the concentrating agent, but I need another one. And I'll take the flask. If we had another concentrator agent, we could do that other quest that's in Ozamar. I don't think I can make those. Guess not. I doubt he'll have concentrator agent. He has weapons.
Warden? Warden?
Yeah, he didn't have nothing. Has a lot of good gear. Alright, off to Redcliffe we go. I wonder how long Redcliffe is. Because it's the area you're supposed to go to first. So if I was to maybe say it's going to be shorter, if I had to guess, probably shorter than the
can we
woods.
talk for a moment? I need to tell you something. I should probably have told you earlier.
What's on your mind?
Well, let's see. How do I tell you this? We're almost at Redcliffe. Did I say how I know Arl Eamon exactly?
Nope. I think you said you raised you.
I'm a bastard. My mother was a serving girl at Redcliffe Castle, and she died when I was born. Arl Eamon took me in and raised me before I was sent to the Chantry. The reason he did that was because...
If you can do the fight?
Because my father was King Marek, which made Kaelin my half-brother, I suppose.
Why didn't you tell me this before?
How? When...
So there's a hard fight coming up?
Oh, by the way, King Marek had sex with a servant, and she produced a bastard son. That's me. I would have told you, but it never really meant anything to me. I was inconvenient, a possible threat to Kaelin's rule, and so they kept me secret. I'd never talked about it to anyone. Everyone who knew either resented me for it or they coddled me. Even Duncan kept me out of the fighting because of it. I didn't want you to know as long as possible. I'm sorry.
I think I understand.
Oh, good. I'm glad. It's not like I got special treatment for it anyhow. Arl Eamon eventually married a young woman from Orlais, despite all the problems it caused with the king so soon after the war. He loved her a great deal. Anyway, the new Arlessa resented the rumors which pegged me as the Arl's bastard. They weren't true, but of course they existed. The Arl didn't care, but she did. So off I was packed to the nearest monastery at age 10. Just as well. The Arlessa made sure the castle wasn't a home to me by that point. She despised me.
So he has stepmommy issues?
She may have, but I think it's more likely that she feared the rumors might be true. I can't blame her for that. I remember I had an amulet with Andraste's holy symbol on it. The only thing I had of my mother's. I was so furious at being sent away, I tore it off and threw it at the wall. And it shattered. Stupid, stupid thing to do. The Owl came by the monastery a few times to see how I was, but I was stubborn. I hated it there and blamed him for everything. And eventually, he just stopped coming.
But you're an heir to the throne?
Let's hope not. I'm the son of a commoner and a Grey Warden to boot. It was made very clear to me early on that there was no room for me raising any rebellions or such nonsense. And that's fine by me. No, if there's an heir to be found, it's Arl Eamon himself. He's not of royal blood, but he is Kaelin's uncle, and more importantly, very popular with the people. Though, if he's really as sick as we've heard... Oh no, I don't want to think about that. I really don't. So there you have it. Now can we move on? And I'll just pretend you still think I'm some nobody who was too lucky to die with the rest of the Grey Wardens. See? I knew you could do it. It's easy, isn't it?
So he had an amulet of something. Okay. Let's save.
I thought I saw travelers coming down the road, though I scarcely believed it. Have you come to help us?
What do you mean? Is there a problem?
So you don't know? Has nobody out there heard?
What are you talking about? Heard what?
We're under attack. Monsters come out of the castle every night and attack us until dawn. Everyone's been fighting.
I'm assuming this is the fight
dying.
you're talking about?
We've no army to defend us. No Arl and no king to send us help. So many are dead. And those left are terrified they're next.
Hold on, what is this evil that's attacking you?
I don't rightly know. I'm sorry, nobody does. I should take you to Ban Tegan. He's all that's holding us together. He'll want to see you.
Ban Tegan, Arl Eamon's brother. He's here.
Yes. It's not far, if you'll come with me.
It's Thomas, yes? And who are these people with you? They are obviously not simple travelers.
No, my lord. They just arrived, and I thought you would want to see them.
Well done, Thomas. Greetings, friends. My name is Tegan, Ban of Rainersphere, brother to the Arl.
I remember you, Ban Tegan. Though the last time we met, I was a lot younger and covered in mud.
Covered in mud? Alistair? It is you, isn't it? You're alive! This is wonderful news.
Still alive, yes. Though not for long if Tern Loghain has anything to say about it.
Indeed. Loghain would have us believe all Grey Wardens died along with my nephew, amongst other things.
You don't believe Loghain's lies?
What, that he pulled his men in order to save them? That Kaelin risked everything in the name of glory? Hardly. Loghain calls the Grey Wardens traitors, murderers of the king. I don't believe it. It is an act of a desperate man.
Smart man.
So you are a Grey Warden as well. A pleasure to meet you. I wish it were under better circumstances. You're here to see my brother. Unfortunately, that might be a problem. Eamon is gravely ill. No one has heard from the castle in days. No guards patrol the walls, and no one has responded to my shouts. The attack started a few nights ago. Evil things surged from the castle. We drove them back, but many perished during the assault.
I can help you drive them back.
Thank you. Thank you. This means more to me than you can guess. Thomas, please tell Murdoch what transpired. Then return to your post.
Yes, my lord.
Now then, there is much to do before night falls. I put 2 men in charge of the defense outside. Murdoch, the village mayor, is outside the chantry. Sir Perth, one of Eamon's knights, is just up the cliff at the windmill, watching the castle. You may discuss with them the preparations for the coming battle.
I'm on my way.
Very well. Luck be with you, my friend.
Okay, so we got a quest here.
Sorry, am I bothering you? I'll try to be more quiet.
Are you alright? Why are you crying? Probably because your husband's dead, or
Those things dragged my mother away.
your mother died.
I don't
Alright.
know what happened to her, but I hear her screaming all the time. Everywhere.
How terrible. You poor thing. I wish there was something we could do to help.
And now my brother Bevan, he ran off. I don't know where he is.
Bevan?
I'm so scared they got him too.
Don't worry. I'll
will?
look for him. I
Thank
can't
you
say I'll
so
find
much.
him.
Please find him. I'm so scared, Father. What are we going to do?
Silence, go.
Okay, so we got a tavern.
You know, we don't have the men we need.
Okay, let's go look in some of these. Oh, we got Caitlyn's home. Second floor. Just robbing somebody. Oh, we need a key. Okay, we're just going to explore people's houses real quick. Door is locked and it looks like it's been recently repaired. Knock on the door. Lockpick.
Wonderful. Intruders. I hope you have a good reason for breaking and entering into my home.
Apologize. I didn't mean any harm.
Apology accepted. The name's Dwin. Pleased to meet you. Now get out.
What are you doing? Shut up in here.
Surviving. We have supplies to last for quite some time. And my boys and I can swing a weapon better than any of those fools
Then go out there and help them. You should be out there defending the village.
Why? When did this town ever rush to my rescue?
You're a coward.
You look more than competent. With you out there, they don't really need me, do they?
I can't change your mind.
I have to admit, you've a better chance than most. At least another dwarf is likely to have a few rocks to rub together between their ears. What do you have in mind, then? Let's hear it.
How about gold? I'll hire you to fight for the
Are
village.
you serious?
Yeah.
I won't even stick my head out my door for less than 100 silvers.
100 silver? That's fine.
You're getting off easy.
I'm not even going to try to persuade that
Like you
low.
say, I guess this town needs a hero. You better be out there too when the sun goes down. I'm not fighting for a lost cause, you hear me?
For 1 gold? You gonna try to rally more people? General store? Of course the general store's empty.
Delighted.
Not a huge fan of this kind of level design where it's interconnecting docks and everything. There's nothing wrong with it. They're just a pain to navigate. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a dead end there. Let's go back the other way. We have the tavern and the smithy before we talk to the guy in the middle of the map.
Go away. Curse you. Leave me in peace. They've already taken everything out of my stores. There's nothing left.
Who are
I'm
you?
the bloody blacksmith, and this is my shop. There's nothing of interest here anymore, whoever you are. So you best move along.
I'd like to speak with you. Can I come in?
All right, all right. Let me undo the locks.
What Max
All I
Persuasion
ask is
does.
that you don't make any trouble.
Maker's breath. What is that smell? It's like someone set a brewery on fire.
Somebody's been drinking.
So I let you in. You wanted to talk. Now we're talking. Mind telling me who you are?
I'm Rick, a Grey Warden.
A Grey Warden, is it?
Gay Warden.
It takes all kinds. Funny. You didn't sound like a dwarf through the door. Can't say I expected that. Anyhow, my name's Owen, though you might already know that. Care to join me as I get besotted? Or is there something in particular you wanted?
Why have you locked yourself?
My girl, Valena, is one of the Alessa's maids, and she's trapped up there in the castle, but the mayor won't send anyone for her. She's been my life since my wife passed on 2 years ago. Now she's dead, or soon to be. I don't care what happens to me or the village, or anyone.
I'll rescue your daughter?
It'd do me the world of good to think maybe someone like you could go in and find her. Provided any of us live through the night.
I'll do my best.
Not good enough. Murdoch said the same damn thing, and I didn't believe him either. I want a promise. Promise me that you'll look for her. That you'll bring her back to me if you can.
I'll promise I'll find
We
her.
will do our best. Please believe us, friend.
I'll accept that. It's something to hope for, at least. And I suppose there's no point in me sitting around, is there? Time to relight the forge and get the smithy going, eh? Murdoch will be pleased. If you
Am I just rallying the town?
Well, just let me know. I've got a lot to do now, so you'll have to excuse me.
Basically. Because everybody's given up.
Another doom soul.
Bella.
Less sorrows here, I see. If you came here for a drink, you'd have to talk to Lloyd. He's got a vice grip on the spigots. I'm just here to keep the boys from mutiny. Not much. He's very quiet. Says his name's Beric and he's here to meet his brother, but I think he's lying. He's a bit creepy.
Elf in the corner. I should go.
Keep safe.
Oh, there he is.
Not looking for company.
You're your Barrick.
What? How did you know that? Well, that's my name. Why?
You seem awfully nervous.
No reason. I just didn't know how you knew my name. That's all. Oh, I guess that, makes sense. Look, I don't know you, and I don't want to. I'm not... I mean, I was just told to... I mean, just leave me alone.
You're told to do what?
Nothing. Nobody told me to do anything. Just because you're a Grey Warden doesn't mean you can go around threatening people.
Persuade.
But I never... Oh, all right, I'll tell you. Just don't hurt me. This is more than I bargained for. Look, they just paid me to watch the castle and send word if anything should change. But they never said anything about monsters. I haven't even been able to report anything since this started. I'm stuck, same as you, I swear.
Who are they?
A tall fellow. I forget his name. He, said he was working for Hal. Arl Rendon Hal. He's an important man, Terran Logain's right hand. So I didn't do anything wrong.
So you know how this has happened?
I don't know anything about these creatures. When the Arl got sick, I got scared that people would think I was involved. But I swear I don't know anything about it. They sent me to watch. Maybe they knew the Arl would get sick. I don't know. Just to report any changes, honest. All I could send word about was the Arl getting sick. After that, monsters started coming from the castle. Here, this is a letter from them. It has instructions and everything. Keep it, do whatever you want with it. I just thought I was serving the king and making a bit of coin on the side. You have to believe me.
You've gotta believe me. I think you should help defend Red Cliff tonight.
Oh, all right, I'll do it. Thank you for your mercy. I won't forget it.
Delighted.
We're just getting everybody to join. Okay, we're up a giant hill. Let's look. This way is... looks like a boatyard, but we don't look like we're anywhere near the water. Oh yeah, there's water. Never mind. Okay, let's cross the... where's this go? To a house?
Yes? What can I do for you? Very well.
Okay. What can I do for you? Nothing.
Liar.
I guess I'll have to come up here in a little bit. Alright, we're gonna go up the bridge.
Do you miss the Cloak? I heard you were quite happy there.
Yes, I was generally. It was peaceful and it gave me a new start. No one knew who I was, but sometimes I am glad I am away and back on the road.
Okay, here's the second guy we gotta talk to. A windmill? Okay. So we have another barricade up here. I foresee multiple fights. Let's start with this guy up here.
Greetings, Grey Warden. I am as relieved as Ban Tegan is to see you.
Dragon Age Online? Yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's my first time playing it.
A dwarf of your station. I do not wish to be rude.
I don't really care what you call me.
I am Sir Perth, until recently in direct service of Arl Eamon of Redcliffe. For now, my charge is defending the village from these evil assaults. Would that I had chosen not to seek out the Urn of Sacred Ashes.
Urn of
Perhaps I would have
Sacred
fended off
Ashes.
whatever evil befell the castle, or perhaps I would be dead. Ah well, with the Grey Warden aiding our defense, perhaps all is not lost.
You mentioned something about an urn?
When the Jarl fell sick, we were at a loss. Nothing worked to cure him, and he just kept getting worse. Finally, our lesser Isolde came up with a plan. The Urn of Sacred Ashes is a legendary artifact said to hold great healing powers. If found, it might save him.
They say the followers of Andraste smuggled her ashes out of Tevinter and hid them in Ferelden. The urn's never been heard of since.
We knights volunteered to seek it out. Few of us have returned. Many are still out there, unaware of what is happening here.
Why did they believe anybody could find the
Jarl once
urn?
employed a scholar, Brother Genetivi.
Genetivi, that's a name.
Ferelden, or so I was told.
So the knights left the castle
Not at all.
defenseless?
A great number of soldiers remained in Castle Redcliffe. I wonder if they perished there and were transformed into these things. The thought chills my blood.
Carry
As
on.
you wish, Grey Warden. Make a watch over you.
Okay.
What is it you need?
Is there anything I can do to help?
We have sufficient armor and weapons, but my knights are too few to stand against the monsters without assistance. Perhaps you could approach Mother Hannah in the Chantry for some holy protection against these evil creatures. Otherwise, I do not know what else you could provide beyond your own talents. We're as prepared for the onslaught as we could possibly be. all
Okay,
things considered.
so talk to the Holy Lady. I'll see what I can do.
That gladdens my heart to hear it. No, nothing comes to mind. If you have not spoken to the Mayor, Murdoch, you should. His militia is far more in need of aid than we are. As you...
Alright, let's go talk to the Holy Lady. Guys, I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want to walk up a hill like this every day if I needed to leave my village. They got some strong calf muscles. Alright, Holy Lady.
Pray, you are of dwarven blood and a stranger amongst us, yet you defend a home that is not your own. We are grateful for that.
Is there a reason I shouldn't help?
Perhaps not, but many dwarves do not hold the Chantry and its adherents in high regard. Allow me to introduce myself. I am revered Mother Hannah, head of this Chantry, which for the moment is a place of refuge for these poor villagers. Surely this cannot be the entire village. These few are all who are left? All those who cannot defend themselves, yes. They are terrified of tonight's attack, and I fear these walls will not keep them safe. What can I do to help with your task?
Sir Perth needs holy protection for the knights?
I have done all I can for them. I pray for them each night and seek the Maker's forgiveness for their sins before they face their deaths. What Sir Perth seeks is something that is not in my power to give.
What do you mean?
Sir Perth believes that I can protect them against these creatures, a shield only the Maker can provide, and that I withhold this power.
Well, can't you just tell him the Maker will watch over him? Morale is a powerful thing, you know.
You mean you want me to let them think the Maker protects them in a real sense? I will not lie to them like that.
Let's persuade.
I suppose if they believed in the Maker's power, that belief would inspire them somewhat. It just seems like trickery. Very well. If it keeps them alive, I will do what I must. I have a number of Silvercast holy symbols. Tell Sir Perth that he can have them, and that wearing them will confer the Maker's protection. Now please.
I'm either helping them with morale, or I'm going to get these guys super murdered. I'm probably going to go with the latter. Super murdered sounds like a party. Yeah. I just didn't see an option for, like, actually having holy relics. So I'm all for morale boosting. Alright, what does Murdoch have to say? He needs
So
militia.
You're the Grey Warden, are you? I heard they all died with the king.
I'm not here to chat. What can I do to help?
The men were short on decent armor and weapons for a while, but Owen, the blacksmith, has started repairing our equipment.
You typically murder your party with firestorms? Yeah, I'm not a super big magic user. I kind of run like a split party, so my character is a dual-wielding rogue. So a lot of critical hits, multiple hits. Alistair is my tank, just exorbitant damage. Liliana is also a rogue, but from a distance. She only uses a bow. But she's really good about pinning enemies down and stunning. And then Wynn is my cleric, but also has like paralyzation. So my whole party is built around stunning the enemy so that I can attack them and they can't attack me back.
Maybe we'll make it through this night after all. The damn fool is falling over drunk and still manages to make smithying look easy. Good enough, I say. I'll inform Bantigan the militia is ready to fight. We'll give those bastards a welcome they won't soon forget.
If you're built around stuns, you recommend the Arcane Warrior tank build? I don't know what that is. I know the premise of it. All it does is stun the enemies indefinitely so your party kills everything.
Like there's no tomorrow.
You know, if I'm not being swarmed by enemies, I pretty much do that. Because Wynn can paralyze, Liliana can stun, I can stun, and Alistair can knock them to the ground. I'll be back. We're going to go
I have a good feeling about
pass along the fake holy medals. I'm by no means an expert in this game. I die often. But this reminds me a lot of Neverwinter Nights. I used to play a lot of Neverwinter Nights as a kid.
The Knights of Redcliffe are ready to fight at your disposal.
You said you wanted holy protection?
To the revered mother, has she offered anything?
She's made some holy amulets.
Must we do this? The faith that will protect these men must come from their heart, surely.
If they are the same as the symbols worn by their priests, well, that would more than suffice.
You think it'll actually help?
Of course I do. These are Maker's symbols. What better protection could we ask for? I will send some men to collect the amulets.
So do I make my stand up here or down with the militia? I'm going to save first. Does it matter? So if we're looking at where the castle's at, I'm assuming it is up the hill. So if I make my stand here, we're going to wing it.
Mother Hannah's amulets have greatly bolstered my men's confidence. You couldn't have armed us with any better than our faith in the Maker. There is still time before the sun goes down. If you have not yet spoken to Murdoch, or if there is anything you have planned...
Yeah, it gave me an option. I can...
Good. So do whatever you must and return before it is...
Basically, the premise is being tanky and glyphs of paralyzation, glyphs of repulsion, almost the entire screen. Yeah, I like the glyphs of paralyzation. I use that pretty well. You have an extra paralyzed spell, then you have blood wound, which is... That's a lot of paralyzing. I can see where that would be fun. Yeah. It gave me an option for top and bottom. Smiles, where do you normally make your stand? Up top? I'll do the opposite of what you've done, just so you can see a different. Or do what I do, get yourself a remove friendly fire mod. Yeah, I was looking into mods, and I might eventually... I think definitely auto loot would be a mod I would add on. But I think friendly fire is part of makes this game
we may just make it.
Slightly more challenging. I'm ready to make my stand.
Are you sure? There's still time left if you need to talk with Sir Perth or do anything else.
Okay, I'm ready now.
And good luck to you. You'll need it.
Unless it moves me up top for the last stand. The reason you got the remove friendly fire mod is because 1, it's BS. They don't have it in DA2 or Inquisition by default. And 3, in the console version, they don't even have it except for on Nightmare Mode difficulty. I get that. So it basically mimics your... Oh, I'm assuming you played it on console as a kid?
They're coming. Get to your positions. Make ready.
Okay. You had it on your PS3 before your PS3 melted? Just shut the gate. Just leave the door open there. Other than that, though, the real requirement mod for this game on PC is the 4GB patch to make it run smoothly. Yeah, I've had a couple issues with crashing. Smiles, you're right. It actually just moves you up top. But you can launch it from up top or on the bottom. No, I don't have a patch. I didn't know anything about a patch. I'll let them handle the people that get by. Dirty fighting.
I got it.
I just just need to wait for them to come to me, because it looks like there's a wall of poison gas between me and them. Zoller, if you wanted to post it, I have a link in my Discord. If you want to post it there, I just don't allow links in chat normally. Nope, come back. We're not going.
I tried to be merciful.
Where the hell is Alistair? Alistair, Liliana, Wynn. Rick went just a running. You can just Google Forked Bike Patch, honestly. I got you. I'll look into it. Still doing fine on health. Nope. Maybe getting near the end of it? Oh, got it.
We need help.
We gotta go down. Alright, stay here and go up the path.
Come on, we need to hurry.
We're off on the ultimate adventure. Okay, so they just stealthed it. Okay, so we're corpse. Fighting some corpse. Dual weapon sweep. Stun strike. Can we do a mass rejuvenation, stamina regen faster?
Good to go.
And they're coming from two directions. Nothing crazy. Okay. So they all just get stunned. I like it. Okay. Yeah, hey, Isabel. It's 6:30 p.m., not a.m. You're not late for school. Hey, keep an ear out for your baby sister. She's sleeping on the couch. Children.
I'll try to be merciful.
It's like three to four times a week. She does this every day. She just happened to check that it was PM today. It just shows that she's napping hard. Okay. End of that. We're gonna go back up top? No. They just kind of reset.
The unnatural are always so
What stats are the weapons I'm using? So for Rick, I have Duncan's sword. It's 9.8 damage, critical chance 2.8, armor penetration is 3.2. Got a 1 strength modifier. It gives +3 willpower, +3 to cunning, +2 to stamina, +4 to damage versus darkspawn. And then my offhand weapon is his dagger. But so they all have critical high chances, plus my build is built on doing more critical chance hit. I don't know how you're doing this fight so easy. I'm sorry. They're getting stunned. Use a ton of DLC weapons. I haven't done anything with the DLCs. I've done a couple of the content like Soldier's Peak and stuff like that, but this is just the first playthrough for was a chat recommendation. You just don't have people that stun. Yeah, so my cleric stuns. Alistair knocks people over. Liliana stuns, and then I stun. So everybody's stunning. EA servers don't exist anymore apparently though, so I had to manually download them all. Yeah, I heard that they I was looking on the main screen. It showed that they had ended their servicing. Is that it? Murdoch, are we done? That's not the last of them. Alright, we got somebody coming. We got more coming.
I can't keep this up.
I mean, plus Alistair has pretty much... I mean, Liliana's bow is pretty nice. So she has rapid aim on her gauntlets and her bow. Her bow does 9 damage. Plus armor penetration, so 10.5% armor penetration. Stupid, they don't supply the files when you install the game, but luckily on the fandom wiki there's a list of all the DLC files. I got the Ultimate Edition. I think they came with the game. I'm not sure. And then Alistair has all of the King's gear. Oh, you got the Ultimate Edition as well? Alright, I didn't know. I assumed that they had come with the download. I get mine on Steam. It does not like load scenes. I hope this doesn't crash, because if so, I have to do that entire fight over again. There it goes. It's got some nice items, though.
Dawn arrives, and we survive the night. We are victorious. And though this victory came at great cost, we must remember none of us would be here.
Mini Pockets, Lucky Stone, Enemy of the War, and Helm of the Deep. I'll have to look into it. I plan on doing the DLCs eventually. I know I'm going to do a full Dragon Age playthrough, so I still got Dragon Age 2 Inquisitions and whatever the last one is. There's still much more to do.
Surely these people deserve some small celebration, don't you think? There is time yet.
Let us bow our heads and give honor to those who gave their lives in defense of Redcliffe. Now
am I doing the DLCs? Probably not right now. I have a couple games I got to play before then, and I'm going to sprinkle Dragon Age content throughout some of the other things I play. Yeah, I'm going to do Awakening. Just so I don't burn out viewers watching heavily storied games. Sometimes we gotta have some, don't have to think so much games. May their ancestors give them welcome.
With the Maker's favor, the blow we delivered today is enough for me to enter the castle and seek out your Arl. Be wary and watch for signs of renewed attack. We shall return with news as soon as we are able. Now, we've no time to waste. Meet me at the mill. We can talk further there.
Alright, let's go up to the mill. Alright, let's talk real quick.
Odd how quiet the castle looks from here. You would think there was nobody inside at all. But I shouldn't delay things further. I had a plan. To enter the castle after the village was secure. There is a secret passage
hey, Coach.
In the
how you doing?
Accessible only to my family.
That's convenient.
Perhaps I should have gone into the castle earlier, but I could not leave the villagers. Maker's breath.
Tigan.
Not too bad, not too bad. We're wrapping some things up.
You're alive. How did you... What has happened?
I do not have much time to explain. I slipped away from the castle as soon as I saw the battle was over, and I must return quickly. And I need you to return with me, Tigan. Alone.
I don't think that's a good idea.
What? Who is this man, Tigan?
You remember me, Lady Isolde, don't you?
Alistair. Of all the... Why are you here?
They are Grey Wardens, Isolde. I owe them my life.
Pardon me, I would exchange pleasantries, but... Considering the circumstances...
Please, Lady Isolde, we had no idea anyone was even alive within the castle. We must have some answers.
I know you need more of an explanation, but I don't know what is safe to tell. Tigan, there is a terrible evil within the castle. The dead waken and hunt the living. The maid responsible was caught, but still it continues. And I think Connor is going mad. We have survived, but he won't flee the castle. He has seen so much death. You must help him, Tigan. You are his uncle. You could reason with him. I do not know what else to do.
And we must decide quickly.
The king is dead, and we need my brother now more than ever. I will return to the castle with you, Isolde.
Bad decision. I don't trust her.
Bless you, Tegan. Bless you.
Seems you have made your
I have no
choice.
illusions of dealing with this evil alone. You, on the other hand, have proven quite formidable. Isolde, can you excuse us for a moment? We must confer in private before I return to the castle with you.
Please do not take too long. I will be by the bridge.
Here's what I propose. I go in with Isolde, and you enter the castle using the secret passage. My signet ring unlocks the door. Perhaps I will distract whatever evil is inside and increase your chances of getting in unnoticed. What do you say?
Sounds like a dumb decision.
What choice do either of us have? If your business with Eamon is important, you're going to have to go inside to find him.
He's right. Without Arl Eamon, we'll never get the support we need.
Sir Perth and his men can watch for danger at the castle entrance. If you can open the gates from within, they can move in and help you. I don't think
Okay.
there's anyone else who can help you. If you choose not to go, then it's up to me to do what I can. Here is my signet ring. It will open the lock on the door in the mill. Whatever you do, Eamon is the priority here. If you have to, just get him out of there. Isolde, me, and anyone else, we are expendable.
Understood.
You are a good man. The Maker
I'm gonna
smiled
save
on me
everybody though.
indeed when he sent you
Unless
to
they
the
just
cliff.
die, then I
So we
can't
are
help
just
that.
going to send him with that woman? It seems so dangerous.
But I can delay no longer. Allow me to bid you farewell. And good luck.
Alright guys. We gotta call it a day for there. I think we'll be able to do a lot more progress tomorrow and then probably finish this up on Saturday if we don't. I don't know how much is left. So finish what's up left and go from there. Who's online? You want to go over the Nate? He was just in here. Or we can go to Jumper. It's his. No, we're gonna go to Jumper. It's his stream anniversary. I know we just went there like the other day, but I'm gonna send you all over to Jumper. All right, everybody. Appreciate you hanging out with me today. Like I said, we'll pick up tomorrow, 2:30, 3 o'clock Central Time. Depends on whatever time I get a chance to hop on. But see y'all later. Bye.